Great pleasure to bring him to the stage. Please welcome my friend, Mr. Wayne Felber. Give it up.
What up, everyone? How you doing tonight? I gotta tell you, I almost didn't make the show. I've spent the last 48 hours in prison. It's not really that funny, but I'll tell you what happened. I was at Walgreens and I had a little bit of a cold, and I went to go buy some Sudafed. And the pharmacist, did you guys know they take your driver's license when you buy Sudafed now? Yeah, I was like, why are you taking my driver's license? I'm just buying Sudafed because I got a little hay fever. She's like, well, sir, we keep track of how much Sudafed people buy because they use it to make crystal meth. And I was like, all right, well then while you're back there getting me the Sudafed, could you grab me the recipe for crystal meth? Apparently you can't say that at your local Walgreens. So yeah, a taser and some handcuffs later, I was awarded the state for about 48 hours. I'm just glad to be here tonight. I just turned 46 and a half. I like to throw that half in there because I'm super mature. And last week I had to go get my physical. You know, as you get older, you got to go to the doctor a lot more often. So I went in. I used to be 514 pounds. I went for my physical last week. I'm down to 270. That's literally like this front table that I lost. We're like a boy band and Taylor Swift. But it was cool because I went in and my doctor's like, Wayne, you've lost so much weight, you've gone from morbidly obese to just obese. I'm like, holy crap, I'll be fat in no time. I was like thinking, like, the next time, I promise you guys, if you come to the Improv again, I'll be chubby by the next time you see me. You laugh, but see, my family, we're German, Italian, Jewish, and Irish. We eat, we drink, we fight, and then we got a crap load of guilt when it's all done. And in my family, you're skinny till you turn 8 years old. You wake up on your 8th birthday, you're the size of an Oompa Loompa. No explanation, you're just like, poof. It was like, hey, did we just add water to Wayne? He's like 312 pounds. Yesterday he was like 70. But back then, see, like I said, I grew up in the 70s and 80s. Back then, they didn't call us fat or chubby. Y'all remember what they called us? Husky. Yeah, and the crappy thing was, the only place that sold Husky clothes was Sears. Yeah, so like you'd be a kid, you'd walk in, you're like, oh, I'm gonna give you some Gymboree, some cool shoes, you know, some pajamas and whatever, and your mom's like, no son, your clothes aren't over there in the kids section, yours are in the back by Tent and Automotive in the Husky section. So I was like, you know, they'd be like, oh yeah, he's Husky, he's gonna need like some pants, maybe like a car battery and a tire. It was always by the bathroom because they're like, I'm pretty sure that little kid's gonna have to poop. And the other bad thing was, I know we got a lot of young people, but some of you older people can relate, or maybe it's coming back. I don't know how fashion works. The only type of pants they made were what? You don't know. Y'all dumb. That's why Florida's the number 54 state in education, because of this crap. The only thing they have is corduroy. Who remembers corduroy? Y'all remember corduroy? Alright, so it's like a slotted grooved pants that would like, you know, had little edges and stuff. So I'm like 8 years old, I'm on the playground, I'm like 250 pounds. We're playing Red Rover, I got corduroy pants on. I'm always the first one picked because he's the Husky kid, he could break through the line. So I start running and all of a sudden it's like, you're like, run, there's bees on the playground, run! And then of course, because of like the friction of my thighs that are like the size of Oprah Winfrey's body, I catch fire. So now I'm a kid running to get Red Rover and I'm on fire. And all the kids are yelling, what? Stop, drop, and roll. So I stop, drop, and roll, and my whole thing's on fire, and I'm like rolling in the grass. I look like that hot dog that's the last one on the roller at 7-Eleven at midnight. You know the one only the stoners eat? You know what I'm talking about, man. It's crazy. So I decided a couple years ago to try to get healthy, so I go to the gym a lot. I go to this gym they call the Judgment-Free Zone. Show up one time with the G-string on the wrong way. They will judge the crap out of you. But the machines talk now, so you can't get away with anything. I'm like on the machine, I start walking, I get off, they're like, congratulations, you were on us for 2 hours. You walked 0.1 miles. You burned 73 calories. You could go home and eat a pickle and some mustard. Crazy. I like seeing the Christmas tree up here. Anybody else a big fan of Christmas? So a couple of you are Jews in the audience, it's alright. I get it. I'm actually part Jewish, part Christian. I love Christmas. My favorite Christmas memory was when I was 3. And my mom took me, any New Yorkers in here? You remember Macy's and Gilbert's, right? So my mom, when I was 3, it was a little traumatic, but it was also kind of fun looking back on it. I got my picture with the black Santa. And I was like, Mom, why'd you do that? She's like, well, the line was shorter and it was cheaper. She's so crazy to be economical. A few months later, she took me to get my picture with the Easter squirrel. You know what I don't like now? It's fat people. Like, people don't realize they're fat. They're in like fat denial. I was at the bank today. The girl ahead of me had on hot pink pants. She had to be about 600 or 7,000 pounds. And right across her butt, it said juicy. I tapped her on the shoulder because, you know, sometimes you got to tell people what's going on. I said, girl, take that juicy off your ass. Put something more like chafed. Moist.